This weekend, your number 7 Saints are taking on their in-state rival Missouri State Ice Bears for the final 2 games of the season. The Saints are coming off a huge 2-game sweep over number 1 Minot State last weekend, and we spoke with head coach John Hogan earlier to get his thoughts on the upcoming games. Coach, you're coming off a series sweep against number 1 Minot State this weekend. What did you like about the team's performance?
I thought it was a really good bounce back after Thursday's unfortunate game. Give Arizona a lot of credit. They played well, but we were certainly not our best. So Friday was our best game we've played all year. So really good response. I didn't think we were as good Saturday, but we did enough to win a hockey game against a really good Minot team. And I think for us that was the whole point of simulating what 3 games in 3 days is like, because you do that in March. You know, you try to get to a quarterfinal, a semifinal, a final game. You're probably not going to be as sharp as you'd like to be because you're going to be banged up, you're going to be bruised. So, you know, we certainly weren't 100% healthy on Saturday, and they weren't either. And we were able to find a win on Saturday. So, unfortunate to give up a goal there with 8 seconds left, but another really good learning opportunity for us. So we make sure we don't do that this weekend and in March.
You're closing out the regular season this weekend against a rival Mo State. What do you hope to see from the team?
You know, it is a rival. Like, all those games are closer than they're going to be. So it's for us just trying to finish out the season the right way and play hard. Like, we're banged up, but when you get to February, no one's going to be 100%. So they'll have a ton of St. Louis people on the team, so I know there'll be a lot of friends and family in town, so it should be a really packed barn and a good atmosphere.
Finally, senior night is this weekend. Can you talk a little bit about what these 3 seniors have meant to the program?
Yeah, like Ed and Ned has been an anchor for us and has played some really big games and has helped carry us to where we are now as a top 10 team. So someone that you can rely on the back end, and unfortunately he hasn't been healthy the second semester, but when you look back the last 4.5 years, has played a lot of big hockey games for us. And Ben MacArthur has been injured and has kind of had a roller coaster ride here at Maryville. But with all that being said, as steady Eddie as a defenseman, as hard as a defenseman to play as you'll find in our league. And we're gonna miss that. We're gonna miss that. So we're lucky enough to have him for 2 more games and hopefully a couple more in March. And last but certainly not least, TJ Prexler, like, to fill shoes for Jack Harrison, who was a great captain for us. Like, TJ has done it with class and a quiet confidence that we necessarily weren't ready for. And when he's not in the locker room, when he's not on the ice, not necessarily, I can't really pinpoint what it is, but you certainly miss him. And that the class, the respect, the responsibility, the dedication that he brings is something that we'll miss, but hopefully something that he's led by example, and hopefully younger guys can kind of pick up on that and be better for it and kind of take the baton after he leaves. So with all 3 of those guys, you know, we certainly have 2 more games with them and a couple more left, hopefully in March, and they can certainly say that they left Maryville better than they found it. So, and for that we're forever grateful.
Thanks, Coach. The Saints have won both their previous games over Missouri State this season. We spoke with senior captain TJ Prexler to get his thoughts ahead of his final home series with the Saints. TJ, coming off 2 big wins this weekend over Minot, what's the attitude like in the locker room heading into this series with Mo State?
I mean, all the boys are very excited. Obviously, we all saw what happens when we play the right way, but I mean, at this point, that was last weekend, and now we got to move forward. So all eyes on Mo State for this weekend, and that's what we're preparing for.
It's your last weekend at home as a Maryville Saint. How do you plan to soak it all in?
I'm just going to try to be as present as I can, help the team win, and, you know, just do my job.
Thanks, TJ. These 2 teams will battle Friday and Saturday night at home, with Saturday night being senior night. Catch the action live at Maryville Saints Hockey Network on YouTube. From Maryville University Hockey Center, I'm Lydia Manning, MSHN.